Welcome to Think Like an AI Operator. If you've tried using AI for real work and walked away thinking this is overhyped, or you've watched someone else pull incredible results out of the same tool and wondered what you're missing, you're in the right place, because the gap between those two experiences isn't the AI, it's a skill, one almost nobody teaches. I'm going to teach it. So let me make you a promise for the next few minutes. By the end of this, you'll be able to look at your own bad experience with AI, the generic answer, the result that went nowhere, and know exactly why it happened and what to do instead. Not a better prompt, a different move entirely. That move is the whole of this course, and it starts right here by clearing up the two beliefs that keep almost everyone stuck. When it comes to using AI for real work, most people land in one of two camps, and both of them are wrong. Camp 1 says AI is junk. You asked it to do something real, the output came back generic or confidently wrong, and you decided the whole thing is overhyped. I genuinely get it. I've been handed that same useless paragraph. But here's what actually happened. You didn't see the ceiling of the tool. You saw the floor of how it was used. Camp 2 is the exact opposite. AI is going to do my job. You type a sentence and expect finished, real work back, run the marketing, handle the clients, build the product, all of it, off one request. And when that doesn't happen, you're let down. And quietly, you drift right back toward Camp 1. Here's what both camps miss, and it's the whole foundation of this course. AI isn't junk, and it isn't going to do your job. It's something more useful than either of those and more demanding. It's a multiplier. And a multiplier only does something when you give it something worth multiplying. Let me make that concrete, because the multiplier is the idea. Get this one, and the rest of the course clicks into place. AI multiplies a defined process. Give it a clear task, the inputs, the steps, what good actually looks like. And it'll run that task faster than you can over and over, without getting bored or sloppy. That's the leverage everyone's chasing. Picture it on one ordinary task, writing a product description. The vague version, write me a product description, you'll get something that could sell anyone's product, and you'll burn 20 minutes fixing it. Now the defined version, here's the product, here's the one customer it's for, here's how our brand sounds. Give me 3 sentences, lead with the outcome, no hype words, same AI, same 10 seconds. But now it's multiplying something real, and what comes back is usable. The definition is the entire difference between those two results. But a multiplier on nothing is still nothing. Hand the AI a vague, make me some marketing, with no real definition of the work, and you get vague straight back. Faster, sure, but fast in the wrong direction. So sit with where the power actually lives, because almost everyone gets this backwards. The power was never in the prompt. The power is in the process. You hand the prompt. That one shift from what do I type to what is the actual work I'm handing over is the whole game. And I want to be precise here, because this is where the real work hides. Defining the work is work. AI does a tremendous amount, but it is not set it and forget it. There is no autopilot. Somebody still has to look at the real task, break it into pieces, and say clearly what each piece needs and what done looks like. That somebody is you, the human, inserted exactly where it counts. It's the part almost everyone skips because it's slower and less fun than typing a prompt and hoping. Skip it, and the multiplier has nothing to multiply. Do it. And the same AI that felt useless yesterday becomes an extension of you. And here's the part that should genuinely stop you, because it's exactly where the AI is junk camp gets made. There was a careful, controlled study of experienced developers, skilled people, using AI on their real work. They came out about 19% slower than they'd have been without it, while reporting they felt about 20% faster. Read that again. They were slower, and they felt faster. That gap is the trap, and it catches almost everyone. When you hand AI undefined work, it produces something instantly, and that instant output feels like progress. So you stop noticing the rework. the back and forth, the quiet cleanup afterward. You just feel fast. People run on that feeling for months, get worse results than if they'd done the work themselves, and blame the tool. It wasn't the tool. The work was never defined. Feeling fast and being effective are not the same thing. And AI makes it dangerously easy to confuse the two. So if the fix isn't a better prompt, and it isn't, what is it? It's learning to define the work before AI ever touches it. To take a real piece of what you do, look at how you actually do it, break it into pieces, and hand over the right ones, each defined clearly enough that the multiplier finally has something real to work with. That's the operator's move. It's a thinking skill, not a coding skill. And that's exactly why almost nobody teaches it, and why it's wide open to you. It's the entire thing this course is going to teach you to do. One honest note before we go on, because I won't sell you a magic wand. Not everything should be handed to AI. Some of your work is judgment, taste, the relationship, where being human is the whole value. The operator's skill isn't shoving everything at the machine. It's knowing which pieces to hand over and which to keep. We'll get there. So here's where we're headed. First, we'll do the move nobody wants to do. Be the human, and actually watch yourself do the work before you automate a second of it. Then, we'll break that work into its smallest pieces and decide which ones go to AI and which stay yours. Then, we'll define those pieces precisely enough that the AI stops guessing. And then, you'll hand the first one over and direct it like a sharp new hire on day one. 5 short modules, 1 real skill. And you practice it on your own work as we go. And in the very next lesson, before any of that, I want to show you just how rare and how well paid this skill is right now, because it might genuinely be the most valuable thing you learn this year. I'll see you there.